and I'm a walking miracle. But what I was going to preface everything was, when I tell people all these amazing results, and then they sample the product for 2 weeks and go, why am I not getting any results? It's like, okay, how sick are you? What's going on? What type of nutrients, how much exercise, how much food do you take, what type of food? But for me, for the first time in 27 years, I am over Lyme disease. That's where a tick bites you, and a spirochete goes into the body, goes into the brain, starts eating the brain away. It eats the nervous system away, and you become unable at times to walk. Joint pain in every joint, muscle pains. They can't read, you can't function, you can't think. You're lucky to even take one step at a time. But I've been on the product now for 3 years. I will not live without it. The first thing I saw was I had neuropathy from my knee on down so bad that 5 years ago I dropped a 30-pound vice on it, didn't feel a thing. That's after breaking 2 bones, blood all over the place. Now, if I step on a kernel of popcorn or the cat food, my wife hears me real well. The other thing, I got actually 2 doctor stories I like to tell. One, I was developing a double vision in my eye. My daughter works for Dr. Richens, and they had me coming in every 3 months because I had a cataract that was growing. And they figured, okay, when it gets so bad, they're going to operate it, make money, and get me back to seeing. Well, I start on the MMF, and I go in there, and my daughter checks me and gives all the test results to the doctor. She looks at it and goes, oh, Dennis, you're seeing through your cataract. Come back in a year. I go, okay. All I can think of is every 3 months, I don't have to spend that $45, you know? Well, I get home, tell my wife, the phone rings, it's the doctor's office. Could you please bring information and samples of what you're taking? I'm going, great, okay. Now I've got another man story. It's the prostate issue. Yes, a man story. Women sometimes don't. No, I'm just kidding. But over the last 6-7 years, my PSA, that's the count of if you're in trouble with your prostate, kept growing, jumping 1 to 2 points every year. Bang, bang, bang. And if it gets above 4, you're in what they call the cancer region. Well, 2.5 years ago, I hit 3.7. And my doctor was very emphatic that I do something that year. Well, that's about the time I'm getting started on MMF. And I'm noticing I'm able to flow much better, that I'm actually was skipping some of the medication. And so the next year I show up and I give him information about MMF, and I start telling him, hey, I'm not taking your medication. Things are going great. And he was all upset because, you know, this is the year. I mean, you were up to 3.7. He just went on and on. Finally, he checks me and goes, oh, it shrunk. Okay. The PSA went from 3.7 down to 1.3 in a year's time frame. I am now off my prostate medications. Thank you, MMF.
Yeah, pretty incredible there. I remember sitting there in the hotel room, which is a small room, and hearing that firsthand. I've got one more.
Ron.
Okay, hi, my name is Winnie. I've had Lyme for 30 years. I got a bullseye rash. I stopped being able to run. I had sensitivity to light, migraines. I got sicker and sicker. And pretty soon my life turned into this little teeny thing, just smaller and smaller and smaller, until I wasn't leaving the house. I was in bed all the time. Every time I went outside, I got sick, and I was writing my will when my good friend Mike called and said, how you doing, Winnie? And I said, not so good, Mike. I think I'm dying. And he said, oh no, well, I've got this really weird product. Since you're dying, why don't you try it? So he brought over some MMF and I tried it. He said, just try a teeny bit, because I know you're really sensitive. And I tried a little bit, and I felt like some warm wind just blew through my head. And I thought, wow, I haven't felt anything like this ever. So I tried a little more and a little more, and I've been on MMF for 9 months now, and my life is slowly expanding out again. I am able to go out and see friends. I'm able to visit go to movies. I'm able to invite people over. I can, okay, you have to follow me, Mike. This is important. I can bend my knees again. I haven't been able to do this for 20 years. This is amazing. That's the first thing that went for me was the knees. I'm so thrilled and shocked that this MMF has made so many changes for me. I can go shopping. I love clothes. I have hope. I have hope. I have a life. It's not perfect yet, but I feel it and I see it getting better every day that I take MMF, and I'm on a regular dose now. I had to start really small, and I had to really be careful because it's a very strong product for me. I also have porphyria, which makes me very sensitive to neurotoxins, and I can't take a lot of regular drugs. My blood was black before MMF, or there's a bunch of reasons for that. And with the MMF, my blood is now a nice blood color. It's a red color. My blood work has changed. I have some abnormal markers that are actually normalizing for the first time in my life. I actually am able to ride my bike again. I'm able to, I got very chemically sensitive, and I was not able to tolerate any kind of scent or shampoo products, and I'm able to be in a room with normal people now. I don't even know what to do with this new life. I'm so surprised. I'm going to have to reinvent myself as a person who's alive again. But I'm thrilled, and I would love to tell everybody to try it. Try MMF. MMF helps cells repair themselves no matter what's going on with you. I mean, my case was so bad and so peculiar that nothing else was really helping. And I've seen MMF help a bunch of people now with different ailments, different illnesses, I just think if it repairs cells, why not try it? If it helps your body work more efficiently, why not? If it helps detox, which it definitely helps me detox, I don't get migraines every day anymore. That's huge. I just want to extend this hope to people and just, why not? That's what Mike said to me. Why not?